Hi Sagittarius. Welcome to Swedish Tarot and my kitchen. Sorry about the sound and sorry about the lighting. I'm packing up my house. I'm moving to Malta soon. Well, not soon, but one day. When the flights go and the borders are open. I have to cross two of them. One to Denmark to catch the plane and then to Malta itself. We'll see how it goes. All in good time. So, Prince of Swords in the reverse, and already they had popped out a communication card. So I don't know if you're waiting to hear from a young man in Libra, in the sign of Libra, Aquarius or Gemini perhaps. I'll show you too that you got in the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, such long titles. You got Una, easy does it, and Ishtar, boundaries. And you got in the yogic path, Parvati. So we'll see if we can make some sense of them together with the reading afterwards. For now, please Spirit, what would you like for Sagittarius to know? What would you like to tell Sagittarius? I purposely don't put dates. I figure that when you find this video, that's when you need to hear the information. So here we go. The tarot cards that I work with are called the Goddess Tarot. They're made by Christinamarialeifsdotter. And the whole major arcana is made up of goddesses from all over the world. Well, what else? It's called the Goddess Tarot. And while I'm doing this, I'd also like you to please subscribe, like, dislike, comment, share. And if you subscribe, don't forget to press the button. No, why do I always say button? Bell is the word. So let's see, what do we have here now? I don't see a Sagittarius of any gender just as yet. But a lot of people. Have you had a fling, Madam Sagittarius? That's my feeling. You still haven't turned up, but I see that you're married. And I see that your husband is a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And he's not very well. And maybe that's the problem he's had to and fro during the years together. I don't know, but we have somebody here with a lot of anxiety and possibly even depression, which in turn makes him, can't find the word, but emotionally unstable is what you'd say. That's definitely what you'd say. And I think you have had a fling, and it's cheered you up, but it's also scared you. So here you see that it scared you, and here's a boundary, like we saw here too with the Ishtar, setting boundaries, but the communication is not closed down forever. I think maybe it is for the moment, but it's coming back, and I think this is what the young man here is all about. It's not really time yet, they say. It's not really time, but this person is returning into your life. He loves you, and that's what scares you. So in this card, in the pre-shuffle, he came out as a young man or a man younger than you. He could be, but you know, there's one prince and there's one king of swords. So if he's a bit younger, if he's your age, I don't know, I can't tell. But this man is very sure of his feelings for you, and he wants to be together with you. And he's a very uncomplicated person. Sagittarians would appreciate that. And yeah, he's just the way he is. He's uncomplicated, and he feels that you're not that complicated either. But your life situation is quite complicated, unfortunately. So the cards don't say what the outcome's going to be, but they're wanting you to take it easy. If you look at the cards here with boundaries, and it was repeated here in the reading, and easy does it. Not because you have to be responsible for your husband and his well-being, but because you have to know what you're doing and why. You can't stay together with somebody because they're sick and you'll get a guilty conscience. It's not possible in the long run. So it's possible, I don't know, that you will decide to leave your marriage for this new lover. But for the moment, it's time out with the lover. And anything's possible in the future. You will get what you want. Funny that you didn't appear, though. Maybe you're a little bit ashamed, but you don't have to be. We're all human. And we all find strategies to cope. Parvati now. Let's have a look at that. Goddess of devotion, love and yoga. You pull upon Parvati when you've taken immense action toward becoming your highest self. In Hindu mythology, Parvati was in love with unattainable Shiva, who was deep in the mountains practicing yoga and detached from the material world. She knew he needed the feminine to bring him down to earth, but he was totally inaccessible. Well, I sort of think your husband's quite inaccessible too. That's what tends to happen to us when we're depressed and anxious. We're not accessible because we don't even understand what's going on in our own head, let alone feeling in, understanding and caring about the surroundings, even those we love. Unfortunately, it's a very serious consequence of somebody who's very depressed. And they become inaccessible. But instead of begging and pleading, Parvati decided to become her highest self and seek enlightenment through yoga. Her family objected, saying women can't become yogis, but she headed to the mountains anyway, where she stood in a frigid stream, balancing on one leg for uncountable months or years. Eventually, Shiva felt her immense energy and fell in love with her because of her strength and determination. Parvati represents commitment to practice, unbreakable willpower, and the power of self-transformation. Continue your journey toward enlightenment. Well, there's no doubt about it that this situation with your husband, it's very karmic. You're together for a reason, and maybe that's what you need to get really clear on through meditation and the practice of yoga. Why not? It can never be wrong. It really does work and it does lighten up us, and it does make us accessible to spirit, and that way you can receive help with your decision. I wish you all the best of luck, really, and welcome back some other time. And don't forget to breathe. Bye.